If you want to be a part of the conversation before it happens here on YouTube, click that link in the description to join the free Courtside Financial Discord.
What's going on, everyone? My name's Obi, and welcome back to the Courtside Financial Podcast, the podcast where we talk about business and technology. Now, I know we talk a lot about the EV industry. We usually talk about NIO because that is the company that I'm invested in. But also, as many of you guys know, I do have respect for Tesla. And for that reason, I'm going to be talking about Tesla today. Also because their actions do oftentimes have implication for NIO and the broader market. So there's going to be a lot of good, interesting information in this episode. I hope you guys find it enjoyable, entertaining, and insightful. But before we get into today's episode, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the notification bell icon, leave a comment down below. If you're new here, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. All your engagement really does go a long way in helping out the channel, helping us to reach a broader audience. So without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Let me start with something that caught my attention. This week, Tesla has been playing hide and seek at their Fremont factory. According to Electric, they've got some mysterious vehicles on their test track. You know how Tesla likes to keep us guessing, but here's where it gets interesting. It isn't just about creating hype. Tesla's actually expanding on their lineup, particularly in the more affordable segment. And as someone who watches the industry closely, I've got to say this is a smart move. I said it was a smart move for NIO, so why wouldn't I say it's a smart move for Tesla? So let's break this into 3 key points. We'll start with Tesla's market strategy. They're clearly feeling the pressure from Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers, crushing it in the affordable EV sector. Companies like NIO and BYD have plans and are already expanding globally with competitive pricing amongst their lineups and sub-brands in NIO's case. Third point here is the timing. With just the times that we're in today, more consumers are looking for value when it comes to their vehicles. Some would consider Tesla in the earlier days, and those aren't too far away, a premium product. That worked great during the early adoption phase. But now we're entering the mass market era. Number 3 is production efficiency. Tesla's manufacturing capabilities have obviously improved dramatically since the Model 3 ramp up, which means that they could potentially offer lower priced vehicles while maintaining still decent margin. Now, speaking of Tesla, we need to talk about the elephant in the room. Updates about the Cybertruck and its potential entry into the Chinese market. Let's rewind to 2019 when the Cybertruck was first announced. Tesla got 250,000 reservations within a single week. Impressive, right? But here's the kicker. With all those reservations, Tesla industry experts estimated that the actual order rate was about 2%. That's a massive drop off. Now let's talk about the Chinese situation, because this is where it gets really interesting. The Cybertruck faces 3 major hurdles in China. The sharp edges literally don't meet China's pedestrian protection standards. In fact, there have already been reports from injuries brought about due to the sharp edges of the Cybertruck over here in the US. One owner reported that the door cut his wrist. Definitely not a product feature that you want to advertise. There's also size issue. The Cybertruck is massive, 5.68 meters long, 1.79 meters high, and 2.2 meters wide. For my Chinese viewers, imagine trying to park that in Beijing or Shanghai. For comparison, the Li Auto L8, already considered a mid-size SUV in China, is significantly smaller at 5.08 meters long. And let's talk about the price point, because this is where things get really interesting. Entry-level price point is about $60,990 or about 430,000 yuan. That's a 50% price increase from what was announced in 2019. In the Chinese market, that's entering luxury vehicle territory. I mean, over here in the States, I definitely see the Cybertruck as a luxury per se. Not everyone's just buying a Cybertruck, right? But here's what fascinates me. The Cybertruck's potential entry into China is actually sparking innovation in the Chinese EV market. Let me explain. We're seeing Chinese manufacturers stepping up with their own electric pickup trucks, but with a twist. They're designing them specifically for the Chinese EV market. Let's look at some examples. Geely launched the Radar brand with the RD6. BYD released the Shark pickup overseas, and Jack is working on the Hantu pickup. And get this, with forecasts from the Chinese Automobile Association, if pickup truck restrictions in cities are relaxed, demand could hit over 1 million by 2030. So there's massive growth potential in this market. Now let's talk about what I consider the fascinating part of today's story: the brewing battle in the battery industry. And at the core of it is CATL and their bold moves. Recently, CATL's founder Zhang had a meeting with Elon, and what happened next is absolutely incredible. He told Elon Musk to his face that he doesn't understand batteries. But here's why this matters. Let me break down CATL's strategy. Market dominance, 45.5%. Market share in Chinese lithium batteries. Gross margin around 31.2% in Q3. Revenue of 259 yuan in the first 3 quarters. Then they have a nice innovation pipeline as well. They're working on a super hybrid battery. 2nd generation sodium ion batteries coming in 2025, and a revolutionary skateboard chassis platform. 3rd is their future vision. They plan to expand beyond just batteries, targeting zero carbon grid management, and there's potential market opportunity 10 times larger than EV batteries. But here's what makes this truly exciting. CATL skateboard chassis platform could completely revolutionize how we think about electric vehicle manufacturing. Imagine being able to design and launch an EV with just millions instead of billions in development costs. This could lead to the democratization of EV manufacturing across the board, bringing more competitors into the market because there's lower barrier to entry. But let's talk numbers for a moment as well. CATL's Q3 2024 revenue was just over 92 billion yuan. Net profit up 25.97% year on year. Capital expenditure accelerating. Debt to asset ratio at 64.33%. But here's what the numbers don't tell you: the potential disruption to the automobile industry. We're not just talking about new ways to make cars. We're talking about a fundamental shift in how the entire industry operates. So for investors, this creates several interesting opportunities. Traditional automakers who might benefit from reduced development costs, new entrants who can now enter the market, as I just mentioned, battery technology and infrastructure plays, grid management and energy storage opportunities as well. So you know what I find fascinating about all this? We're watching a transformation of the entire auto industry happening in real time. Tesla's trying to push into China with the Cybertruck, potentially having to completely redesign it specifically for that market. Meanwhile, CATL is essentially trying to become the Intel of the EV world, providing a platform that everyone builds on. And as a neobull, I'm actually excited about these developments. Why? Because innovation and infrastructure development in the EV space would benefit everyone. The pie is obviously getting bigger, and there's room for multiple winners. But before we wrap, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Leave a comment down below, or join our Discord channel, which I always link down there in the description below, and let me know, do you think Tesla will completely modify the Cybertruck for China? Will CAT's skateboard chassis revolutionize the entire industry? And what does this mean for companies like NIO? Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode of the CF Podcast. Hope you found it valuable, insightful, at the very least entertaining. If it was any of those things, please engage with the video, like button, subscribe button, notification bell icon, comment down below, and click the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Not sure if I said that anyway, but time to log off. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.